Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop Tonight, the AM edition here on the West Coast. My name's Ruel Gaviola. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. By the way, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you may be in the world. I appreciate you, and I want to say hello to all of our early chatters here. Thanks for showing up today. I've got Ella Mars, first-time chatter. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you here. Of course, Slivers is in the house. Always nice to see you. Party Rocker Ruel in the house tonight. We're all going to have a good time. Yeah, a little, is that Black Eyed Peas? Am I thinking of the right group? Anyways, you're way more hip than I am, Slivers. Thank you for joining me. Good to see you, friends. Variant Hex is also here. Happy Monday, GB Glazer. Good to see you all here. It's going to be a good time indeed. Dr. Nate is also in the house. Hello, Dr. Nate. What is the good word, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the resub 1024 EV. They've subscribed for 3 months on a 3-month streak. I appreciate the support. Friends, did you know that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 1 free sub per month to Twitch? I would love it if you supported me or one of your favorite one of your favorite Twitch streamers. Thank you again for hanging out. I am going to be doing something different today. I'm not playing a game. If you're new here, I normally play board games here several times a week on my Twitch channel, but today is my monthly wrap-up, Ruel's wrap-up, where I look back at what I played last month and I rank them. I always say this, and I want to make this clear that I'm very fortunate to play games that I really enjoy, but some of them more than others. So out of the 22 I ranked, I can honestly say I would play any one of them again, but obviously there's a number one that blew me away, and even the one on 22, I'm looking at the list right now, even that one I would totally play right now if you ask me. But it's fun. I was inspired by Rahdo to do this now that I've been working with him for the last year or so. He does a monthly wrap up where he sort of ranks things, and he's really good about ranking things. I'm not. So one of the things we do on the R&R show is live. We'll just rank some of the games in my collection because I don't rank games. But hey, did we just get a hype train kicked off? Yes, it's a hype train. And thank you, friends, for kicking off the hype train. That's by subscribing. Thank you, Slackfish. Slackfish has been sub for 23 months, almost two years. That's amazing. Thank you, Slackfish. And Slackfish has been really, really generous in so many different ways. Choo Choo, yes, Giggles, hello, good to see you as well. We have, let me see, I moved all my little props over here. I'm trying to do stuff in the studio a little differently, so I need to reach over here for my props. So we've got the hype train. Again, this is what we do here. We do analog alerts. The hype train is in full effect. Everybody, all aboard. So we've got a couple of minutes to see how high we get the hype train. We really appreciate it here. I do personally, and Michelle and everyone that comes on board here on Tabletop Tonight. We appreciate the support, so thank you. Bottom Shelf says, my favorite bearded, bespeckled streamer that started with R. Thank you. Are there any more, or are there any others? I don't know, but thank you. Thank you, Bottom Shelf. Good to see you, friend. Oh my gosh, and then Slackfish just gave out 5 community gifts. Thank you, Slackfish. And because we have those analog alerts, we've got to get the gift. Wow, I'm a mess this morning. It's Monday morning, but we still have our alert. We have 5 new gift subs. Thanks to our longtime friend and generous supporter, Slackfish, and they are gift subs. So we say gift, 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 gift. Thank you, Slackfish. Always appreciate it, my friend. And wow, we're really kicking up. This is great for a Monday morning kickoff. And even though I'm a little sloppy right now, I'm still waking up. It's great to have a hype train started. All aboard, everybody, and yay, Slackfish, indeed. And Dutch Yoda is here. Hello, Dutch Yoda. Good to see you. Dr. Nate says 22 games. You're amazing. I only got to play 3. Oh, you know what? 3 is better than none. 1 is better than none. This was a particularly good month. Now that things, I don't know if I should say getting safer, but as things open up a little more, and all my friends and family, they're fully vaccinated, fully boosted, and we still wear masks when we need to or when we feel like it. So I'm very comfortable now getting together. And actually yesterday, very, very happy to see my family, both my brothers, their families, and my family as well. We got together to celebrate my brother's birthday, and it was wonderful. We went to our local minor league baseball team, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, and we actually it was not well. It wasn't a surprise, but we had talked about it. Me and my sister-in-law, we was like, hey, we got to do this for my brother. We rented a suite at the stadium, so it was the suite life. Indeed, friends. Very, very cool. And one thing that's great, it was funny. We're talking about how much it cost to rent the suite at the Quakes game, minor league game. It's like basically you can get like a ticket to a Lakers game. It's just so insane, like the price difference. And but it was so much fun. I want to do it again, and hopefully we'll do it again soon. So let me know what you're up to this weekend if you had fun. I don't know where my stream snack thing went. We usually talk about stream snacks, so let me know what you're eating and or drinking or what you've enjoyed recently. Let me know what games you've been playing. Hopefully you had a good gaming weekend. We had TLN, the Tabletop Live Network, and 24 hours, 12 collaborators, and just so many great games, so many great moments. Again, I think everyone's, one of our favorite moments was when Amanda took the portal over to Matt Silver Metal Tavern's place, and that's just, Matt is a genius. I mean, he works in the industry, so he does all the cool effects, and his stream always looks so good, and that was such a joy to watch. We all got a kick out of that. Yeah, we are on level 3. Oh my gosh, we got a minute, about a little under 2 minutes to kick it up to a level 3. So again, anytime you donate gift subs or spend bits, and speaking of bits, slivers, we had another one of our analog nerds. Folks, did you know if you spend bits, I do a puppet show? Yes, that's me, Benny the Bits Bear. You spend bits, friends, I come out of hibernation. Not only to say hello to my friend Slivers and all of you in chat, but also to help ruin Ruel's voice. Thank you, Slackfish, for the gift subs. Happy Monday, everybody. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, and anytime I bring out Benny the Bits Bear, we know the water is coming. Don't forget to stay hydrated, friends. So good to see everyone here. I'm going to catch up a little bit on chat as we go along here. We got the choo-choos from Giggles. We've got everyone cheering Slackfish. Got to get the week started right. Thank you, Slackfish. I agreed. Alone Shark. Hi, Alone Shark. Great, definitely a great way to start the week. Good to see you here, Alone Shark. Speaking of, I'm going to shout out Alone Shark. Let me see. Alone Shark. Alone Shark does really cool streams. I got to meet Alone Shark at Gen Con last year. It was really wonderful. Just a very, very nice person. And what they do is they stream a bunch of different things, but the ones I always see, I don't know what else they're doing these days, but I always see like just this really chill webcam that's focused on like birds and stuff. It's really neat, and it's just relaxing. I love finding those little pockets on Twitch of those different, not pockets, but a little different vibe to them, and I'm all about the chill. So that's really cool to see. James is here. Good morning. Slackfish says just got my pot of coffee brewed, and my 8 a.m. meeting was canceled. Meetings canceled, always a good thing, yes. And I want to thank everyone. We completed the level 3 hype train on a Monday morning. That is great. Again, thank you all for the subs, the gift subs, the bits. Much, much appreciated. One more time, let's bring out Benny the Bits Bear. Benny, that was a great, great hype train to kick off the morning. Yes, thank you, friends. Hype train is over. I'm going back to hibernation. And I will take off the conductor's hat. Provided by my lovely wife, Michelle, who is on her way to work right now, or she might be at work already. We do have 2 pugs. They may be making their appearance. Normally, Meeple and Mookie, we're starting to learn their patterns and routine, and they'll have breakfast around 7 or so, and then they'll go into food coma for a couple of hours. But sometimes Meeple or Mookie, and lately it's been Mookie. He'll come in and sit on my lap while I'm here in the studio/office. So he may be making an appearance, but we shall see. Okay, catching back up on chat. Love the local baseball. Yeah, James, were you going to your minor league team? I'm not sure. Minor league. Thought maybe you went to see the Angels. No, we are Dodger fans, of course, as everyone knows. I was just talking. Was it Lauren? I was talking to someone. Or maybe I was just thinking about it, but I would see an Angels game, even though I'm a lifelong Dodgers fan. The only reason I would see a Angels game is because of Shohei Ohtani. I mean, that's to see that type of talent that's a once in a generation talent. I mean, pitching, batting, fielding, everything. The guy does it all. He's amazing. And that season he had last one was a season for the ages, right? So we're not gonna. I'm not gonna jump back into. We're not gonna do sports talk today. We're here to talk about games. I'm gonna continue here. James had a second cup of tea. Nice. Played Black Sonata and a Project L recently. I'm trying to track down a copy of Project L. And actually, Soften Your Razor, who's actually one of our chat moderators now, they pointed me towards a copy, so I'm hoping to get that ordered soon. Ruel, is the mic further away today? Audio is not bad, but it sounds a bit different. You know, did I do something? Let me check. Maybe the game. I don't know. So I have my mic up here. I'm because when we do the gameplays, I like to have the mic off the table, because I noticed when we used to have the mic on the table, anytime we touch it, it would be like bang bang bang. It would be like it just bugged me on hearing that. Now that I have it here, when I do these type of things, the sound may be a little bit off, but. Dr. Nate loves the bear. Thank you, Dr. Nate. Yeah, fun part of our stream here. Great topic. So very wrong about games. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you here. A lone shark in the stream. A lone shark in the stream. Yes. Let me see. Slivers. Lone shark. Thank you. So glad. Yeah. Looking forward to meeting with you again, Lone shark. I'm planning on Gen Con this year. Origins, I think I'm skipping. Benny and the Bits. Thank you, Hornus. Forgot to do that. Hey, still is a Dodger fan. Yes. Good to see you. Are you following anything on Kickstarter right now? Did I miss that part of the show? No. So what I'm doing today is just a wrap up of what I played last month, and I'll get to that in just a minute here. Kickstarter, Rahdo and I did it on the R&R show last week. That's on Rahdo Runs Through. A lot of great projects. The one I just saw, someone, I think it was Shu from Going Analog, he just backed The Great Wall, and I just clicked on the link. I was like, oh my gosh, that thing is like $400 or something. It's got the huge like Mondo edition, special, limited, all kinds of craziness, minis. I think the standard edition is like $150, but then I saw the all in, I was like, oh my gosh. So that I won't. That's a bit out of. Actually, that's very much out of my budget, my price range. And then you think about it, Steamon just had that brouhaha with their Marvel Zombicide Kickstarter, where people had already shelled out the money, and then they got a little sticker shock as far as shipping is concerned. I mean, we're in all kinds of shipping problems, but they were getting shipping costs of like over $100 for their game, and that's just for the U.S. Not even. Like Australia, I'm sure is like way more, but I'm thinking for that Great Wall that may be up there as well. Cycler says, "Oh, okay. It looks like I got 20 different games played in April. Very nice. 3 that made the biggest impression were Chakra, Project L, and Mandala. Ooh, Mandala. Is that the 2-player game? Yeah. Daryl B. Game and I played that a couple times. I love that game. It's so good. Oh man, I need to get a copy of that one too. I just such a clever game, and I'm thinking that's the one. Yeah, it's sort of like set collection, and trying to figure out which ones you're going to. Oh my gosh, that's a good game. Chakra I've not heard of, and Project L I have a lot of love for. So this is great. Yeah, folks, continue sharing what you played this month. We'll talk about it as we go along here. Yeah, the special limited all kinds of craziness edition. That's what it seems like these days. Project L is very good. Michelle and I got to play it for the first time about a month and a half ago with the Brothers Murphy. Instant love. We love our polyominoes, and that one is just very pure and very Tetrisy, which we liked. And I like the clever, engine building that comes with it as well. Did you know, folks, we are doing a solo challenge in our Discord for Project L. Thanks to James and our friends James and Legends. They host the about bi-weekly or so solo challenge. We just wrapped up. Oh, what did we just wrap up? The one Sagrada, right? Yeah. And now we're doing Project L. So if you're not a part of the Discord already, come on over. It's a family-friendly channel. We enjoy talking about solo games, board games, our fur babies, Legos, all kinds of geeky stuff, the food we eat. So come on down. Come on down. Price is right. No. Come on and hang out with us. We'd love to have you over there. Dutch Yoda says, my most enjoyed game of April were the unmatched Marvels. Oh, yeah. Need to get those. I may have those coming in. I forget. Did I get those? Gosh. I talked to Restoration recently, and they were sending the pie game, Buried Treasure. Is that it? And I think they're sending, I don't know. Oh, man, maybe they're sending the other Unmatched. I forget. But I loved Unmatched, so I'm happy with any set. Let's see. So Very Wrong Games says Wonderland's War is very good. That game looks beautiful. I don't know anyone that has it yet, so I'm gonna have to check my local friends here and see a local friend group, gaming group, see what friends have picked it up, and hopefully I can get a game of that in. Shocker, I played at Dice Tower West, but it's on BGA. Oh, okay, it's on BGA. Always a good thing. And Mandala, yeah, the 2-player only. Cool. Yeah, Cyphers, you're right. The components in Project L, fantastic. Just something very gratifying about, those nice, are they acrylic or the type of plastic? I forget what it's called. But then the recessed boards to be able to slot those in as well. Very, very nice. Still says they've played Battlestar Galactica. Oh, one of my all-time favorites. Haven't played that in years. Dune Imperium, Wonderland's War, and Cosmic Encounter. Very nice month. Wow, good stuff, folks. Old Man Coaster, hey Ruel, and everybody, finally getting a chance to breathe in my workday. Glad to stop by for the monthly discussion. Always happy to see you here, Old Man Coaster. I hope everything is going well, my friend. Dr. Knight said Simon also slipped a waiver into their pledge manager. One of those, we're not responsible for damaged merchandise. Oh, wow, that is wild. Yeah, it is what it is. Dr. Nate also played 3 cooperative living card games from FFG, Fantasy Flight. All fun and unique. Nice. Old Man Coaster, due to family health issues and vacation. Also vacation, excuse me. Didn't get to play much, but we did enjoy Mobile Market. Oh, Mobile Markets. Dog Lover and Whistle Mountain. Great fun. Have I played those? I've not played Mobile Markets yet. Dog Lover, I played Cat Lover, but not Dog Lover. But I heard Dog Lover is really good. And Whistle Mountain, I don't remember if I played that. I think that might have been the one. Did that have like certain? I know I might have backed away from that one just because of the colorblind issues. It wasn't accessible. Or am I thinking another game? One of those games, but. Anyways, thank you. Dr. Nate also ate 12 pizzas last week. Oh my gosh, week. Okay. Oh, Dr. Nate, I had a pizza last week. It was very, very good. I've been doing just veggie pizzas lately. I'm really trying to cut down my meat consumption. Folks, let's continue chatting. As we go here, I'm going to start the list, and what I'm going to do is talk about the 22 games I played last month. Y'all hang out with me. We've got, we're going to kick off this week, right? We got our hype train, and we're going to talk about some more games. So as we'll hang out and chat here. I want to thank you all again for joining me. Let me get my list up here, ready to go. And that's good to go. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Oh, whoop! Yay! All right. Okay, that's good. Okay, so, friends, these are the 22 games I played last month, ranked in order of how much I enjoyed them. Starting with number 22, Ubongo 3D. I played this one with my friend Book of Nerds, John Gonzalez, during Gaviola Game Night. As you can see, it's the classic Ubongo, but now you have 3D pieces. And let me tell you, we had a great time, and we were laughing the entire time, because it was way harder than we thought. You're just trying to match the patterns within the allotted time, and you're trying to fill in your little spaces there. But with the 3D blocks, it literally brings it to the next level. You see what I did there? It was way harder than I thought it was going to be. And you know what? After John had left, I was, later that night, I was so frustrated with the game. I was frustrated with me, because I was like, man, I could do this. So I played solo for like a half an hour, and things started clicking. because it was literally the first time John and I played it right there on stream, and it was, oh man, we had a good time laughing with each other and at each other. But if you like Ubongo, I think you'd like this one. Michelle and I are big fans of Ubongo, the original. Very puzzly, Tetris-y type game. But this one, again, with the 3D pieces, I mean, you can see how much I'm struggling right there. And John, like, we're both, like, just struggling. But it's a lot of fun. Now, you can totally play this without the timer. You know, you can just as a chill exercise, and that's what I did afterwards. It was just, you know, it was like a puzzle time for me. And without the timer, I started figuring out, okay, this is like a certain way you want to do things, and it's cool. But I prefer the original Bongo, just because my mind is, I think, more wired for that. So, but Ubongo 3, not a bad game. I did enjoy it. You know what? Like I said, I would totally play any of these games again. If you ask me right now if I want to play Ubongo, I would say absolutely yes. Okay, so that's number 22 on the list. Let's move on to number 21, which is Herbaceous Sprouts. So Herbaceous Sprouts is the dice version of Herbaceous. Herbaceous from Pencil First Games, and I think this trio here, Eduardo Barath, Steve Finn, and Keith Matesha, they produce some outstanding games that are always in my wheelhouse of like 20 to 30 minute games, but they're so much more than what you normally think of at the 20 to 30 minute stage, right? Herbaceous, what was the one? The Whatnot Cabinet, and just Floriferous. All these really cool games that give you these great decisions throughout the game. They're very tense at times, but not in like a stressful way, but it's like, oh, which action do I want to do, or where do I want to go? This is similar to Herbaceous, but I'm going to tell you I prefer Herbaceous more. I think there's something really neat and clean and streamlined about the card game, and it's very simple to solo. I played it solo here. You can see in the video that I did here, I live streamed this, where you're rolling the dice. That's going to be the seeds and the plants that you're, seedlings or plants that you're placing in your garden there. And it's got similar scoring as far as like you want all the same, or all different, or different pairs. But I think it's still a good game, a really good game. I just feel like it was a little clunkier than the pure streamlined Herbaceous, but I like them both. I think, I mean, I usually prefer dice rolling games just because I love dice chunking, but I think I prefer the card game to this one first. Herbaceous is, Dr. Nate says, Herbaceous is so great, there's always a good decision to make on your turn. Not usually super obvious. Agreed. That's why I love it so much. But that is our number 21 game played last month, Herbaceous Sprouts. Let's move on. So one of the things I got to do last month, which was really cool, I had some friends over. I had Book of Nerds and his John and his partner Lorena, Amanda Panda, and Jose, aka Sir Bursworth. We had a game day at my house, and one of them we played was Spicy. Let me see. Do I have a spicy video? I do have a spicy video from Game in a Minute, our friends at Gameosity. Let's look at the game. It's a game that you're trying to hose your neighbors, basically. You're trying to stick to them. It's a bluffing game. And honestly, these aren't my favorite types of games, but this one's clever. You have basically 3 different suits, as you can see there. 3 different, it's a funny, cute theme. You're talking about like spicy foods, right? And you don't want to get stuck with the spiciest or whatever. So, really cool game. Yeah, Sagrada, I just picked up Spicy. I'm hoping to get to the table in May. Yeah, this is a wonderful like 10 to 15 minute game. Again, not my favorite type of game, but I think this one does it really cleverly. It reminded me of that whole, like, when you get the feeling you get of cockroach poker, right? Where you're trying to, trying to lie, but it's like lying or bluffing, but in a really fun, like, way. And it's always funny, like, you tell someone, okay, this is spicy, like, blue or whatever, I think it's the number in the suit, and then they either say yes or they say no, and if you're right, oh, you got a cat there in the video. Is that the end of the video? Wow, that was a quick video. So, anyways, you say yes or no, and then you reveal if they're right. They, take the card or whatever. Oh, it's a lot of fun. And here's the thing I love about these games. they're always good for like just those moments in at the table where you're just totally cracking up. And that was my experience with Spicy. We play. I think we played a couple of games of it because it's so fast, and we just had such a hilarious time with it. Yeah, I guess that's all they showed the game. Okay, short video, but anyways, Spicy, and that's from Heidelbar Games. Yeah, very very cool game. Okay, let's move on. Dr. Nate says Spicy lives up to its name, being spicy without being harsh or cruel, and that's exactly that. I think that's a great way to talk about it, Dr. Nate. Okay, speaking of short, quick card games, I've got another one for you. Let me punch it in here. Boom, 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 and hopefully I got a better video of this one. Not to take anything away from the gentleman here in the video, but our number 19 game was Scout. And we have another gentleman here. This is, what's the Taylor's trick-taking table. This is I think Rahdo's the one that talked about this channel where he reviews nothing but trick-taking games. It's really cool. Is this the version I play? Yeah, this is the version my buddy Jeff, my gaming buddy, local gaming buddy Jeff, actually gave me this copy because he had an extra copy of this. He bought like 2 of them. They're imported from Japan. And just very nicely donated one to me. I was like, oh, great. Because this is now being reprinted by Oink Games. So here in the notes here, Kai Kajino is the designer. One more game, that's the one you're looking at now. But Oink just picked it up. They re-released it. And, Oink is supposed to be, I mean, I love all Oink games and their production value. I haven't actually seen Scout by Oink, but I'm just assuming it's going to be another wonderful production by the company. This is really cool. It's another trick-taking / ladder climbing game. So if I play a 5, you got to play a 6 or higher. If I play a pair of 2s, you got to play a pair of 3s or better, and so forth. The funny thing about this, though, you get your cards. Let me see. I think he did that at the very start. You get your cards. You cannot shuffle them. They have to stay in that order. But right before you choose, you get to decide. Do you want to play it like that, or you'll see the numbers right below the main numbers in the black. You can flip it over. Let me see if he does that. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, you can totally flip it over like that. So what are you doing when you play a hand? Like in that case, let me pause it right there. Whoops. Go back. Right there. If you played the pair of 8s to lead or whatever, you would take those 8s out, and you'll notice now the 5 and 3 come together, right? Come together. So then you're trying, as you play the cards out, you're leaving yourself little groups of cards that you can play later. So it's not just like a standard ladder climbing trick-taking game. You are sort of manipulating your hand. And there's ways that you can like flip over your hand again. I forget exactly what it is. Then there's little victory point tokens. This one is very clever. Again, not really my style of game, but I mean, just like Spicy, I had a wonderful time playing this with John and was it Amanda? Amanda and Sir Bearsworth, I think. We played three-handed. Jeff had taught it to me, but Amanda did the another teach, so we got it down. Or I think it might have been Jose. But yeah, and that's the thing. This type of hand manipulation, honestly, it drives me crazy. That's why I'm not a fan of the original Bonanza. I've talked about this before. I am a poker player at heart, and anytime I have a hand of cards, I immediately want to like shuffle them up and put them, group them by suit and or number. And it drives me crazy not to do that. And that's why I got rid of my copy of Bonanza. But then playing these, I was like, it's not as bad as I remembered. This wasn't that bad. It's yeah, like Slackfish said, I'm gonna throw that comment up there. Like Slackfish says, the strategy that comes out of manipulating your hand by being able to scout, that is, add cards from the table in your hand, is really smart. Yes, and that's what it is. Thank you for reminding me, Slackfish. Yeah, you can scout because there's cards that you can take from the table, which I believe are the discards, and you add those in, and that's going to help you manipulate and like, oh, now I've got 3 in a row or 4 in a row, or now I've got 3 of a kind or whatnot. So very clever game for another short, small card game, but definitely recommend. That's number 19. Okay, let's look at number 18. I soloed this a couple of times off camera, but it's one of my all-time favorites, honestly. It is Yahtzee. I did the Cup Noodles edition. Now, this one, I wanted to point out, so this is all the different versions of Yahtzee. Go to this page on Board Game Geek. I love Yahtzee. I gave, let's see, this is ranked 5.4. I actually ranked it at a 6.75. I will always play Yahtzee. I grew up playing Yahtzee. I still enjoy it. The version I played was a silly one. Oh, they have a spam one. Okay, here's the one I played. No, there it is. The Cup Noodles edition. All it is it seriously, it looks like a cup of noodles, and then it has the numbers, so you still want to get straights and five of a kinds and whatnot. But then they have different ingredients. It's cute. You know, you got your shrimp and your what is that, corn and so forth. I'm a big fan of Yahtzee. I just solo it. I don't really like the multiplayer game that much just because there's so much downtime. But as solo game, a press your luck game, folks, it is OG, like old school, like the first roll and write. From what I understand, modern, well, not modern, but the first roll and write. And you look at games like King of Tokyo. They take that Yahtzee mechanism, roll 5 dice, set some aside, roll them again until you're happy, or until you roll 3 times. So many roll and writes have taken their cue from Yahtzee. I'll always have a copy of Yahtzee on hand. I don't have the original anymore. I have the Walking Dead Yahtzee, which is sort of funny. It has almost like an attack element. You can play with 2 players. And then the Cup Noodles one I just got recently and had to play. I'll probably play it on stream soon. Let's see. That's number 18. Let's move up to number 17. Another game that I played during a game night with Amanda, Sir Bearsworth, John and Lorena. This is not Cuphead. Oh, where'd it go? Not that one. Wait, is it? No. Oh, I put the wrong link. Did I put the wrong link? Yeah, I did put the wrong link. Oh, no. Sorry, folks. I'm going to have to change this on the fly. Let's see. Maybe I put the link on the other thing here. Well, here it is. I'm going to show you right here. Number 19. Number 17 is By Felicia. By Felicia is a party game from Big G Creative. It's fun. It is definitely a fun party game. 20 minutes of playtime. As you can see here, there's the bits. It's like reverse categories. So you're gonna reveal a card that has clues on it, and it'll tell you like do whatever color. So foods that you eat with ketchup. And then we turn the timer over. Everyone has a piece of paper. You write down all the foods you can eat with ketchup. And then after 30 seconds, you put your pencils down. And then, with the active player, you start. And the active player, names one of them off your list. Like, I will say French fries. And then whoever has French fries, you mark it off your list. The next person goes. They say hamburgers. And then if everyone has that, or whoever has that marks on the list, you go to the next person. Let's say someone says, rice. And no one has that. You say bye Felicia because you're the only one that didn't match with anyone, and you keep going until there's one person left, and then that person will take a point, and then he goes to the next person, next category. Very easy to learn. We had a blast with this one. I remember John's partner Lorena she was having such a kick saying bye Felicia. I want to thank Tommy Miller Jr. He's one of our longtime supporters and friends in Discord and chat. He gifted this copy to myself, Michelle, and Lauren a while ago, and it's been so hard to get to him because it's a minimum of 3 players, and now that Lauren is adulting, so she doesn't come back. I mean, she comes back regularly, but she's not here all the time now, like we were during the pandemic when she was living here all the time. So we don't get to play games as much, but this one I was hoping to play with her. We will play it with her eventually, but the fact that we got to play it at all, it was such a treat, and it's immediately gone high up on my list of party games I will bring to any party from this day forward. Yeah, it's so fun. Okay. And Slappy says, I prefer the game we play now when Ruel gets a new follower. I appreciate that, Slacker. Yeah, that's do we have any new we don't have any new followers yet, so we shall wait on the oh, bye Felicia. Oh, comedy. Thank you for that. Okay. So that was number 17. I thought I had a video marked for that. I mean, I remember doing it, but maybe hey, maybe I did it on the wrong thing here. Let me check real quick. I put it on this one. No, I did not. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I apparently I didn't. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yay doing this stuff live. It's always fun, right? Okay, let's move on to number 16, the Cuphead fast rolling dice game. I had played this at Gen Con last year. I got a demo of it, and I liked it way more than I thought I would. It's a real-time dice chucker, and I have no idea what the video game is about, but apparently people look like cups. There's a cup head there. There's the little teapot, elder kettle, and I got to play this with my friend Geraldine, aka To Live and Dice in LA, during Gaviolo Game Night. And what you do is you're trying to defeat the baddie. And you'll see we have a timer there. We have 20 seconds per round. It's really quick. And you're just rolling. Again, sort of like Yahtzee. You're trying to, match symbols as fast as possible. But what you have to do, you have to do them in order. As you can see here, there are certain symbols you want, like the hand or the foot. Again, I don't know what, I think they mean like jump and parry in the video game. And you're trying to clear all these enemies off. Or attacks, you're trying to defend, and then to attack, you have to use a punch. So, for instance, in that one, you have like one jump or foot. If you want, you can assign a second die with the punch symbol, and that'll cause 1 damage on the baddie. And they have like, depending on which baddie is, they'll have different health points. And there's the health meter right there. So you're trying to go get to the big boss and finish them off, and then what's neat is after that, we've only did the first level here. You're going to level up. You get items, some new weapons or whatnot, special abilities, and then you go on to the next box. You unbox the next one. Sort of got that sort of campaign-y feel, but it's totally replayable. And then you do the next one, and you're going to get different abilities, different ways to use your dice, and you got new weapons. Really fun game. I was surprised by this one. I enjoy this one a lot. I love dice chucking. I'm sort of getting away from the whole real-time thing, but I think this one does it right. Like 20 seconds is not a lot of time. That's like the easy level. Like I think the hard level is like you go up like 15 to 10, which I think is just impossible. But it's cute and fun. Blackfish says they appreciate the truth in advertising this out. Yeah, it is a fast-rolling dice game. And Dr. Nate says the Cuphead dice game is fast and frantic. The video game, by contrast, requires players to stay calm and keep firing. Oh, okay, interesting. So, well, I mean, I've never played the video game. I would like to now that I've played the board game. But that's our number 16, Cuphead, the fast-rolling dice game. Okay, let me see. Can I get the next one on the list here? Whoops. Is the sound coming through? I don't know if the sound was coming through on that one. If it is, my bad. I'm hoping just the one sound where we have the music in the background, that should be playing, but I might have hit something else. Okay, number 15. Last month I played that I really enjoyed, Cottage Garden. I haven't played this in a while, at least a year or so, and actually probably 2 years. The last time I played was with my buddy Darby Gaiman, and Michelle hasn't played this one yet, and I felt bad. I was like, man, this is totally Michelle's jam. It's polyominoes, Uwe Rosenberg, and you are just going along placing polyomino garden tiles into your garden, trying to cover up certain things, trying not to cover up other things in order to score. And you see those blue and orange cubes there. Those, wherever those end up, is what you're going to get as far as points go. And it's really interesting. You're going around the board. You're taking either one from a column, and then or once you go around, you're taking from a row or whatever. And I don't think it's as clever as Patchwork. Patchwork is, one of my favorite 2-player games, polyomino games. But this one's not really, I mean, I don't want to say it's an evolution of the mechanic. It's just a different style of tile laying. But it's a beautiful game. Again, Michelle and I are suckers for polyominoes, so of course probably gonna like this one. And if you're into that style of game, you'd probably dig it as well. Okay, so yeah, the solo game was easy to implement too. Big fan of that. So Uwe Rosenberg, Cottage Garden, a hit as always, and I feel like I need to play this one with Michelle real soon. Okay, let me see what the next one is. Oh, this one I had never played before. This one was new to me, and I had a good time with this one. This is... No, that's not it. What the heck? Oh, okay. Gosh. It is Nations, the dice game. You're looking at the video of Ubongo, and why are we looking at? Glad you asked, Ruel. Because John and I played multiple games on Galecrest Game Night, and one of them was Ubongo 3D, and the other was Nations, the dice game. Very cool game. I'd never played the original Nations, and I think that I want to play it now just based on the dice game. But I don't know. Has anyone played the the original Nations game? Because this was so like quick and easy and a fun little sort of engine building where you're and also like you're improving your dice as well, trying to swap out one die for two, trying to get specific dice for money or military or I think it's Civ or I forget the other one, but really cool and quick game. And I am happy that I played. John and I played this, and I soloed it a couple times. It was tough solo. Like I think the passing solo score was like 50, and I only scored like 30 at most. But very, very rock solid game. I can see how it's sort of. I mean, this was from, let me see, what year? 2014. I feel like this has influenced some of the dice games of today as far as like engine building and bag building or dice building, right? So you start with your standard like 5 white dice that give you one of each symbol, but then as you level up and you're trying to get those tiles on your board, so you're adding to your tableau, and basically that's your civilization progressing, right? You're adding tech, you're adding different areas that you've colonized, or not colonized, but different areas that you've added to your empire. And you'll see there John is rolling, and you got symbols that you're going to use to get those tiles onto your board. I thought it was a very clever game. It's tough because rerolls are tough to come by in that game, and so you want to like hold on to those. But then there's a time when you just you really gotta. It's almost like you get not stuck, but you're like, oh, I can't do that. I don't have enough. Do I hold on to this reroll for next turn, or do I take it now? Because they're not that easy to come by. But as you get to the 4th round, you're going to have a bunch of dice to roll, which I always enjoy. But I think this was a really fun game. The theme was okay. I mean, I'm not the biggest Civ building fan, but I enjoyed it enough to keep it and definitely play it again. So that is Nations, the dice game. Okay, I'm going to hydrate. Folks, hydrate with me. Thank you again for joining me today here live on Twitch. For the YouTube people who are watching this later, thank you for hanging out. This is something I do every month here on my Twitch channel that I export over to YouTube. I look back at the games that I played last month, and I rank them in the order of which ones I preferred the most. So I'm going to hydrate right now because I talk a lot and I need to stay hydrated. Okay. Ooh, number 13. I forgot about this one. This is... Hey, there's me and John. This is a fun one. This is number 13. I did this one for Words on Wednesday, my bi-weekly show where I play games that are word-based, and this time I played Hardback. This is the standalone sequel to Paperback, and where, again, I call Paperback Dominion meets Scrabble. Hardback, I would say Star Realms meets Scrabble. So this one, if you're more of a gamer and not really a word game fan, I would recommend this one for you. If you're more of a word game fan, you want to, show off your prowess and your vocabulary and spelling words, I would recommend Paperback. Both are excellent games. I really dig how they implemented this one for the with the different, like, I call them factions, but here it is genres. So like the mystery genre if you play a letter there and use it in a word with another mystery, then you get those special abilities. Really, really good. Old Man Coaster says, need to play paperback and hardback. Yeah, they're both great, Old Man Coaster. I love word games. That's why every other Wednesday I do Words on Wednesday and focus on word-based games. And I also read excerpts from books and graphic novels as well. But this one, man, I've soloed this. I soloed it once on stream, and I've soloed it a total of 6 times. It's pretty quick, like 20 minutes or so. I've only won once. The AI named Penny, she is brutal. And I remember you were watching Slackfish. It was like, it's so fast how fast she ramps up. It's a race to 60. And you really gotta, it's all about card manipulation at this point. So you don't have to spell the biggest words, but you have to be able to make sure Penny doesn't take those big point words at the end. Because every round, she's always going to take the one on the right side. So if that's like worth, she gets points based on the cost. So if that one's like like a 7 penny cost, that's 7 points. She's already that's a ton of points in this game. So you're really trying to manipulate and maneuver. So the words you spell, the letters you take from the tableau, you'll end up leaving her like a 1 or a 2 or 3 cent word that'll give you way more turns. So I need to play this one again. I loved it so much. And I do want to thank Tim Bowers of Power Games. If you were there live, folks, he was kind enough to put a 20% discount while we were playing. And from what I understood, I think To Live in Nice in LA, she might have bought one that day and then got it that weekend. So it was like Wednesday and she got it by Saturday. So really quick. James says, I've not sold a hardback. Yeah, James, I think you dig it. It is definitely a challenge. Like, I thought Sagrada was tough. This one was probably just as tough. It's a good game. Okay. Slackers got one too. Streaming Faster Ride. Nice. Good to hear that. I'm hoping to have another Fowers game played. Not maybe this Wednesday, but yeah, is this Wednesday Words on Wednesday or is it next Wednesday? I forget. No, I think this Wednesday will be Words on Wednesday. And I was talking to Tim, and I'm hoping he'll send another game or two that I can play that are word-based games. So they do really, really good ones there. Okay. Okie doke. That was number 13, Hardback. Let's move on to number 12, which I'm ashamed to say. Well, not ashamed, but I'm bummed to say that it sat on my shelf of opportunity way too long. It is Sonora from Panasaurus Games. Got this copy a while ago, and it just sat. Hey, there is Rahdo playing it on his channel. Just a little segue to tomorrow on the RVR or R&R show. Rahdo and I will be talking about our top 100 games. We'll continue that list, but I don't know why I didn't play this sooner. And combines two of my favorite things in the world: Crokinole on the left there. You can see you got to shoot your little disc, flick them into the board, and roll and write games. It's just it's wonderful. And I want to thank Amanda for teaching it. We played. It was me, her, and Jose Sir Bearsworth. It's a cool little game. Now the whole flicking thing, it's obviously a gimmick, but I think it's clever the way they use it here. And I like the different ways you can score on the sheet there. 4 different areas, and wherever you flick it, that's where you're going to end up, and you're going to flick 2 discs twice. Wonderful game. I really adore it. I'm such a roll and write fan, and I still can't believe I didn't play this. It just one of those things sort of got lost in the shuffle, I think, where a bunch of games came in, and I'm sure y'all do it too. Like games will come in, and sometimes you'll just you'll open it and you set it up. Okay, this looks cool, and then you get sucked into whatever else you played. So I'm trying to remember what else came in around that time. Oh gosh, I don't know. Was it Dinosaur Island? No, that was way before. But it's probably part of a package that I got, and I just But folks, Sonora is awesome. Yeah, Dr. Nate, beautiful, vivid game. Really clever how they combine the two. Now, I honestly, if I was going to flick discs, I'm sticking with Crokinole, right? But if I want the best of both worlds, I'm doing this. It's so neat. Number 12, Sonora. Let's move on to number 11. Number 11, I'm going to warn you right now. I always say this name wrong. I'm going to take my time here. I want to say it correctly. It is... another Rahdo video. Nidavellir? Nidavellir. I always want to put the V first. I want to say Neva. No, it's Nidav. I can't even say it. Nidavellir, right? Is that right? Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. I had never played it before. Again, another one that Amanda taught. She brought it over. We played. I think we played the expansion. Really cool tableau building game. I wasn't expecting it. It's got almost like a Knizia like auction mechanism where you're bidding. It's almost like Raw, where you bid. You have certain tiles that you're going to bid, and then you're eventually going to give those up. But you're improving rather than just giving them those up. So if I put a 5, whatever's I'm gonna have to take one that's one higher or the next highest one, I believe. So it could be like a 5, a 10, or whatever. It's got the theme wasn't all there for me. It's like I think you're building up your dwarf army or something. I don't remember. But the mechanism is really cool as far as like bidding, and then you're like tableau building. So each different type of dwarf or character you get is worth different types of points and whatnot. Oh, the video was short. Oh, was this? He was just like giving like a little overview of it, I believe. But yeah, I really liked it. I was surprised. I'd heard all the hype, and it just, the theme still doesn't appeal to me. It just wasn't that. It didn't really knock me off my, didn't knock my socks off basically. But the gameplay was smart. I think it was a wonderful, streamlined game of sort of like auction and set collecting. So that is my number 11, Nidavellir. Nidavellir. I don't know if I said it. We're gonna move on before I butcher it some more. Let's check out the number 10, the Paradox Initiative. This one was a sponsored stream where, hey, look, it looks like Cuphead again. Why? Because I played Cuphead the same day as I played Paradox Initiative. Paradox Initiative went to Kickstarter, fully funded. Congrats to the team over there at Elk Creek. I get to play this with the brothers Murph and Nick and Mike. I love playing games with them. I got them over there here in the home studio. So much fun. And this one, I was like, wow, they did this really neat thing. Again, we just talked about Sonora combining a couple of different mechanisms. This one, they took like Bejeweled basically. All those, you take pieces and they slide down. You're trying to connect them in lines of 4 or 5. They took that, threw it in a space theme, like this wacky, not wacky, but this really interesting time travel thing. And they have set collection as well. And oh wow, I wasn't expecting this type of game, honestly. Now the whole big thing with this game was, hey, there's all these great artists. Like I think 18 different artists, Kwanchai Moria, Beth Sobel, Michael Manzel, all kinds of people. Yeah, all the big names were there. So that was like the big push. But really, the game was very, very interesting, and just that whole Bejeweled mechanism. I can't think of any other game that does it in this way. I know there's other puzzle style games that do similar things. Obviously the one that comes off to mind right off the bat is Potion Explosion. But whereas that uses the actual like marbles and stuff, these use these tiles because you have different symbols on them that you want to line up as well in order to take care of the space-time continuum, because you have cards that you're going to collect there that represent past, present, and future, and you need to finish those by turning in the right. I think they're called crystals or whatever. Though basically the Bejeweled stuff there. I think it's. I don't know. I felt like they should have funded more. I don't know if people just were didn't really understand what was going on. I don't know, but I mean the artwork alone, I would have gotten into that. But really cool game. That's number 10, the Paradox Initiative. Okay, let's move on to number 9. Another sponsored stream. Thanks to our friends at Druid City Games. I had James Hudson over for this one, and this is Tidal Blades 2. Whoops! I just? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I just spoiled the. I spoiled the next one. What did I do here? Oh, you know what? Okay, so I'm gonna fix this on the fly, hopefully. Yeah, I have these rankings set up, and sometimes the numbers don't line up with where they're supposed to be. OBS. So, hey, this is a good opportunity to do a quick review. Number 22, Ubongo 3D. 21, Herbaceous Sprouts. 20, Spicy. Number 19, Scout. Number 18, Yahtzee Cup Noodles. Number 17, by Felicia. Number 16, Cuphead, Fast Rolling Dice Game. Number 15, Cottage Garden. Number 14, Nations of the Dice Game. Number 13, Hardback. Number 12, Sonora. Number 11, Nidavellir. I can't say it right. Number 10, the Paradox Initiative. And number 9, we're in the top 10 now. The games that I played last month. Number 9 is Tidal Blades 2, The Rise of the Unfolders. And I may like this better than the first one. I think I was calling it, this could be the Godfather 2 to the Godfather 1 of the first Tidal Blades, or the Empire Strikes Back to Star Wars. Both great games. I may prefer this one better, mainly because of that. I don't know if you can see it. Let me. Oh yeah, you can see it. The action selection system. It's the combat system where you're gonna those little. And I need to show this to you because I think it was so neat how they did James did this. Right there, what you're doing is you're using this grid, 3x3 grid of where you're going to place cards. And those cards, you're going to pick a row or column, and then you'll eventually do your movement, your combat, and everything else based on where you do that. So it's got this, it's a dungeon crawl game, as you can see there. Let me zoom back over here. There's the booklet right there. So they got that really cool system, sort of like Jaws of the Lion, or Quirky Circuits, or Forgotten Waters, where you have a spiral-bound book, and you, depending on what scenario we're on, you're going to spread that out, and then you're going to put your figures and resources and stuff there. It's sort of hard to see on here, but it's easier to see in real life. But it's like hexagonal grid, a hexagonal grid there. And what you do is you plan your movement. It's a cooperative game. You're trying to dungeon crawl, but that mechanism is so neat. So kudos to Tim and Ben Eisner for creating a really cool game. And the world itself, honestly, this is always an easy top 10 when you're talking about Tidal Blades. I think the world they've created there is absolutely beautiful, and I want to see more games in here. And they, with this Kickstarter, which they got nearly $1 million, you could get Tidal Blades 2 along with an RPG, and I think that RPG would be fun because the world is so neat. Okay, I'm hydrated. Want to say hello to people in chat. Hey, Jenna Rose Streams. Good to see you here. A first-time chatter. I want to say, hey, Ruel, first time catching one of your streams live. How are you? Thank you, Jenna. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. This is my monthly wrap-up where I talk about the board games that I played last month. So last month I played 22 different games. We are ranking them in the order of how much I liked them. Spoiler alert, I liked them all. I'm very fortunate. I always get good games, but some of them stand out more than others. This one right here, Tidal Blades 2, is one of them. They're excellent. Yeah, you all saw the spoilers, so... Thanks, Cypress. Yeah, you like that? Nice recovery. Let's do a quick recap. Duchess in the house. Hi, Duchess. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Elle, this game is gorgeous. I can confirm. It is absolutely beautiful. Just like the first Tidal Blades, which reminded me more of Champions of Midgard, which I love. This one is more, I can't say Gloomhaven, but it has, that epic campaign approach to it. But again, that really cool mechanism of the 3x3 grid where you're trying to hand manage, where you're going to put your resources and how you're going to use your movement and your combat. Very, very, very much like that. I thought it was outstanding. So, Cypress says, I think one of the biggest areas of innovation in the past 5 years, so in all the different ways to select actions. I agree that this is an interesting twist, yes. And I really was enamored with that, and I think they did a really cool thing in that. Okay, let's move on. That was number 9, Tidal Blades. Tidal Blades 2. Let's move on number 8, which y'all saw already because I spoiled it, but that's okay, because we are back on track now with number 8, Sagrada, and I did this for our solo challenge. Friends, did you know we have a solo challenge every couple of weeks here in... Oh, wait, where did I do... Oh, shoot. Rankings, there it is. Number 8, Sagrada. Did you know we do a solo challenge every couple of weeks on my Discord channel? I'm going to drop the link right now, especially for the first-time viewers and new chatters. Come by. Oh, that's not it. There it is. Wow, Nightbot, you're drunk. You don't know what you're talking about. There's the Discord channel. Hopefully, did I do it right? Discord. Pop it in. There it is. It's family-friendly Discord channel where we have solo challenges of board games. James and Legends are run those where they pick a different game every couple of weeks and they do a solo challenge. Like, hey, play a game solo, post your score, post a picture, and we'll see who wins. It's not competitive. It's not a tournament or anything. It's just really a nice way to play games together, even though we're not together. I love it, and I know there's people who don't really solo games, but because of this challenge, they've gotten into it. I'm excited to see that. I love solo games. That's how I pretty much got into the modern board game hobby, folks. I played Pandemic for the first time back in 2015, and Michelle played it with me. She wasn't really into the mechanisms of Pandemic. She liked it, but she didn't love it. So I just soloed it for like a month straight, and then we got Ticket to Ride, and that was when we went full dive into the hobby. But Sagrada, it is a dice placement game, dice drafting game. The solo game is really easy to implement, but boy, the challenge we had was definitely a challenge. I lost like 4 straight times, and on my 5th one, I finally won, and I quote unquote retired from the challenge because it was tough. But I can't wait to do another one of these. I'd soloed it years ago, but I forgot how. I didn't forget. My eyes obviously have changed over the years, and so now I had a little more trouble with the purple dice. They couldn't differentiate them. I have red-green color blindness, but also purple color blindness now, and I had to switch out the purple dice with other dice, and you can see they're opaque, so they're not translucent like the original dice. And oh, hi Meeple. Our pug just walked in and she walked out. She just wanted to check on me. Okay, bye Meeps. So I swapped those out and I was able to play and I loved it. It was such a cool challenge. Sagrada, like solo, maybe 10 minutes. They're really quick games, so you can play multiple times. So highly recommend. Oh, hey, look, there's Benny and Bits there. He made an appearance during that stream apparently. But as you can see, it's a beautiful game. You're building a stained glass window and using the dice, and boy, oh boy, so good. That's number 8, Sagrada. Okay, let's move on to my number 7 game. And this was a live stream that I did with my friend Lexi. Lexi is a local gamer, friend of mine. I've known her for years. And first time she's ever live streamed anything. And we played Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest. I don't remember playing Libertalia. I know I've seen it at local game nights back in the day when I got in the hobby. I don't remember the time I played it, but I do remember this one. This is a really such a good game. What they've done, they added more characters, they've streamlined stuff, they've upgraded the opponents. They've upgraded the components, and like Stonemaier always does. It's a winner, folks. Simultaneous action selection. You're playing different characters, and then you resolve them in order, ascending order, and then left to right, you trigger abilities. Then right to left, you go and pick up those sort of like Azul style tiles there. You get your choice, and each one of those scores differently. And you're going right to left, and then you're going to have that's the dusk phase. Then the evening phase, you're going to trigger final abilities. You do that for a couple of rounds, and then whoever has the most is the winner. Oh boy, it's you're pirates, so it's gonna be cutthroat, but it never feels. It doesn't feel mean to me because you're pirates, and that's what pirates do. And it's never like you will always get sort of like I don't want to say beat up, but you're gonna get stuff stolen from you. You're gonna steal stuff. But I think it's a really really fun game. I'm happy to play it again. There's a solo game variant that I'm really interested to check out. And I may have to stream that one because I think this one's brilliant. I can see why Stonemaier picked it up. It goes along with their other games where, there's a really nice depth of strategy here. Not complex, but more than gateway. But as far as learning the games, it really doesn't take much. I think it's a 4-page rulebook, just like Wingspan. And the design is solid. It's been around for years. It's been out of print for years. So I'm really happy that Stonemaier brought it back. And I recommend it. What's another recommendation is it plays up to 6 players. So 1 to 6 players, really wide range. 2 wasn't bad. I played it again with Amanda, John, Lorena, and Sir Bearsworth, and that experience was, I felt, much better. Whereas a 5-player, a lot more cutthroatiness, and it was such a good time. It was so fun. Okay, that was number 7. I'm gonna check on chat real quick here. Did you order a new? I haven't ordered the new green dice. No, for Sagrada, not yet, James. Ellie says, "Is it me or the solo variant of Sagrada is really hard?" It is hard. It is not easy. You really have to. For what I learned, you have to use those tools, because the tools, if you can take off like a 6 or a 5 and put on a tool, then you're saving those points from the AI. So. Very, very tough game, but I like a challenge, right? Okay, moving on. We're getting close, folks, to the end here. Number 6, another new game, another sponsored stream from our friends at Thunderworks Games. Number 6 is Tenpenny Parks. Wow, this one really, really hit with me. I everything about it I like. It's got tile lane. It's got worker placement. It's got a really nicely streamlined design by Nate Leonard, and beautiful art by Vincent Dutray. Pretty impressive combo. This is, from what I understand, this is Nate Leonard's first Leonard or Linehart. I forget, but my bad. Linhart. Thank you. There you can see a little close up there, that Vincent Dutray art. But I think this is Nate's first design that's been published. So kudos to you, friend, for putting together a really neat game. I would call this Barren Park Plus, almost. Like, I like how Barren Park, I mean, I love that game. This one, it's got a worker placement element to it, which is really neat. And you got your set collection. And what's interesting is the tile placement. When you lay it down, rather than trying to be orthogonally adjacent to each other, you can only be diagonally. So that's a different style. And you'll see there, you can see there, I have a bunch of trees on my board. I have to clear those out with an action. But yes, so good. I would, probably Gateway Plus. You're building an amusement park, very cool theme. I still like Barren Park better, but boy, this is really good. And because of the worker placement game mechanism, it's going to rank highly for me, because I love worker placement games. I soloed it here. I've also played it at 2. I don't think I played it at 3 yet, but I really enjoyed it. That's number 6, Tenpenny Parks. Okay, number 5. We're getting there, folks. Number 5. I played this with my buddy Daryl B. Gaiman on Tabletop Tonight a couple of weeks ago. Number 5, Anno 1800. Martin Wallace. Wow. Look at all that stuff. Man, this is a hand management game. It's got a little bit, if you remember playing London, where you're trying to get rid of, was it the London had poverty, I think, or oh my gosh, I forget that. It was like basically a point value, and this has some of that. You are playing basically, I guess it's based on a video game, which I've never played, but you have all the different types of people in your, I guess, your civilization, your land, and you're trying to play them to score them. But every time you play them, you're going to get more into your hand. So it's like this really push and pull. Like, okay, I played these, but now I need to get these. Hey, I played these, and now I need to get these. And you have to figure out a way to get rid of all your cards. This one was, I would say very, it was thinky, but not like quite as heavy as like one of my favorite games of all time is Brass Birmingham by Martin Wallace. That one burns my brain. This one seared it, I guess. Made it seared my brain a little bit. But wow, another, Martin Wallace does some fantastic games. I know Daryl, he says that he doesn't like, he's not a fan of Brass Birmingham because that one burns his brain, but this is more his jam. And hi Mookie, we got a Mookie sighting. Let me bring on the pug. Hi Mooks. There's Mookie. Meeple was here earlier. Mookie wanted to sit on my lap, so here's Mookie the pug, folks. He is 1.5 years old and the newest member of our family. His sister Meeple was here earlier, but she's been a little shy lately, especially for streams. Like, she knows her brother comes in here more than she does. But yeah, a little shout out to Mookie. Thanks, friends. But anyways, I will continue the countdown with Mookie on my lap. Hi, Mooks. Hey, baby dog. Let's go on to what number are we on? We are on not number 22. Hey, another wrap up. Hey, look at this, folks. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Another. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Oh, he's just sitting on my lap now. A little recap here of the wrap up. A recap of the wrap up. 22 Ubongo 3D. 21 Herbaceous Sprouts. 20 Spicy. These are the games that I played last month. 19 is Scout. 18 Yahtzee Cup Noodles. 17 by Felicia. 16 Cuphead Fast Rolling Dice Game. 15 Cottage Garden. 14 Nations the Dice Game. 13 is Hardback. 12 is Sonora. 11 Nidavellir. Did I say it right? Number 10, The Paradox Initiative. Number 9, Tidal Blades 2, The Rise of the Unfolders. Number 8, Sagrada. Number 7, Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest. Number 6, Tenpenny Parks. And number 5, what we're looking at right now, Anno 1800. We took a little quick pug break with Mookie. Number 4, now this one I played off camera. I was very fortunate to get an early edition of this. One of my favorite games of all time, Raw. The new, oops, oh my gosh, did I do it again? I just gave you a spoiler for number 3. Oh no. Oh, these rankings, you know, that's what happens, folks, when I don't check my rankings. Oh my gosh. Wow. And it goes back to number 22. Why does that do that? Oh my gosh. So here's the recap of the recap. Fast recap. Oh, I had 17, 16, blah, 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 blah. Mookie says hi to everyone, by the way. Legend says, my Martin Wallace game I enjoy is Hit Zero. Oh, I love the Hit Zero. Fun little auction and set collection game. Is that from what I remember? Excuse me. Yeah, Hit Zero is fun. It's got that very meta like art to it, right? Okay, number 4, I spoiled it already, but anyways, Raw. I got to play the 25th Century Games Edition, which this is not. What you're watching right now is when I was on the Dice Tower Dice Tower Autumn Spectacular. Got to play with Tom, Z, and Mike DeLisio. I won this game. I was so happy. I played a bunch of games that week. I didn't win one until the very last one I played Raw, so I was happy about that. One of the all-time great auction games. It is a Knizia masterpiece. And I love the fact that number 4 on the list is from 1999. Folks, that's over 20 years ago, and this game still has it. With the new edition, the art is better. It's Ian O'Toole art. The player boards are better. What we're playing with, these are printed from BGG, I believe. And also the tokens are from BGG, I think. The new edition, everything's better. It's got a better Raw, like you invoke Raw with this big chunky wooden piece. The auction discs are better. The player board is intuitive. Oh, I love this game. I played it with 3 recently with Raina and Phil of 1 Minute Board Games. I've got another game hopefully this week. I want to play with like 5 players because this game really shines at 4 or 5 in the higher player counts. But you can play it 2 players, which I haven't yet. I'm gonna have to try that because Michelle and I are both Knizia fans. That's why it's number 4, folks. This one's coming to GameFound tomorrow. I just saw it. I think it was GameFound or Kickstarter. Shoot, I think it's GameFound. But I saw the date May 3rd, so that's tomorrow. It's going to be a big hit. I deservedly so. I love this game. I love the new edition. Again, you're looking at an older one, but definitely check this one out, folks. Fantastic, fantastic game. It's been out of print for so long, and I was always like tempted to, I was going to bite the bullet and buy it off eBay or whatever and pay way too much for, like this art isn't bad, but they've already posted pictures. I actually on my Instagram I've posted pictures of the new edition. I think it blows this one away. So, but the smartest thing they did was they didn't touch the gameplay. They kept the gameplay. That being said, I did mess up a couple of rules when I was going over with Phil and Raina. Yeah, it's still Knizia. It's like 2 pages of rules, and I don't know how I messed up sort of things. But anyways, wonderful game. Highly recommend. One of my favorite all times. That's number 4, Raw. And I've already spoiled number 3, so let's just go right to it. Number 3 is Hallertau. We had an earlier game on the list from our friend Uwe Rosenberg, Cottage Garden. This is no Cottage Garden, folks. This is Uwe going back to the OG. Hey, look, there's Meeple right there. Oh my gosh, how funny is that? And I have Mookie and Daryl has Meeple. And oh my gosh, they're kissing right there. Oh, so cute. Yeah, we did play Hallertau this time. We were just taking a pug break. After the pug break, there we are. So, Agricola style, like, worker placement. What's really neat is the workers. You don't actually have workers. You do have workers, but it's like a shared pool. And depending on what you're playing, you're going to place these, and they can increase in strength or decrease depending on who's already there. And you're trying to, set up your farm and produce crops and goods and stuff and sheep. And we had a really fun time with the whole sheep thing. Like, when you kill off sheep and we're like, oh, they're just taking a vacation or whatever, but we know what happens to them. But, oh man, this one, Rahdo was saying this is like a return to form for Uwe Rosenberg. I don't remember what he's had recently that was sort of like a miss for other people, but this was, outstanding. Uwe, Jenna, highly recommend Uwe. I was just talking, we played Cottage Garden. I really like his tile placement games, like Patchwork's one of my favorites. But yeah, as far as worker placement, this is so clever and outstanding. I remember when Daryl, we played a couple of games this month, and we played Anno 1800 first. I was like, wow, this is really good. We played Hallertau the very next week. I was like, wow, this is even better. This is everything I dig in a worker placement game. Highly recommend. I need to play this again because I sort of got my butt kicked, but it was a lot of fun. Definitely a brain burning-ish experience. Okay, so we've got 2 games left. Both of these, I enjoyed all 22 games, but the number 2 and number 1 are really, really high up on my list. Number 2, I just played this weekend for Tabletop Live Network, founders of Teotihuacan. Wow. I was just talking about Tile Lane and worker placement, Uwe Rosenberg. Michelle and I played this. I was blown away. I absolutely love this. And, I need to hydrate before because I want to make a point here. I love this trend. I don't know if it's a trend. I love what I'm hoping is a trend of what Board and Dice is doing. They're making these crunchy, brain-burny, puzzly type games. Not even puzzly, they're just really solid Euro games that play in about an hour. And this is one of them. I played another one, which was it my number 1 last month? I think it was my number 1 last month. Zapotec. Played that with Daryl. This Saturday, I just played Founders of Teotihuacan with Michelle, and wow. Fantastic. And it takes us longer on stream, of course, but I can see us knocking this out within an hour. Every decision's meaningful. You have tile placement, you have worker placement. You're using your strength of your workers to determine what type of tile you can place. You place that in your city, and then you're trying to match those up with temples. The temples want to match up with your pyramid. This is like the prequel to Teotihuacan. This has a totally same theme, same period of time, but totally different game. One of my favorite. Again, I've played this exactly one time, friends. I'm going to name this one of my favorite tile placement games of all time, because it's so smart. It is just absolutely wonderful, and I highly recommend it if you can play. It's released recently from Board and Dice. Get it, folks. It's this and Zapotec. I love these games where you can have a lot of really tense, complex decisions to make within 1 hour, rather than like 3 hours. Nothing wrong with 3-hour games, but these days my jam is more like 45 to hour long. Gosh, it's so good. Highly recommend, and just a wonderful gaming experience. Now, honestly, that would have been my number 1 this month, but I spoiled my number 1 for this month when I talked about it a couple of weeks ago on I forgot one of my streams. I was talking about it. This one just blew me away. I did not stream it. I played it with my buddy Jeff at his house. He taught it, played it. Here's the Rahdo run through. It is, the big hit everyone's talking about, Ark Nova. Now, I was just talking about, I hope that there's a trend of these 1-hour games. This is not a 1-hour game. I don't care. This is a 1.5, at a minimum 1.5, 2-hour game. My first game went 3 hours. and I absolutely loved it. I can see all the hype. Why I can see why it's lived up to all the hype. It's the more and more I think about it, higher and higher it goes up on my list of all-time games. Right now, top 50 game for sure. I'm thinking it's a top 25 game for sure. I can easily, honestly, replace Terraforming Mars with this Ark Nova. It does some similar things to Terraforming Mars. Engine building. It's got huge stacks of cards. But I feel like it's easier in this game to get through that stack of cards. And what I like is that it's easier to pivot strategies. So there's a moment in time where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get all these cards that I need for this particular strategy. And I'm going to pivot. So I'm going to try a different one. And that worked out fine. Now, I still lost, but I scored positive points. And that was my goal. Like, I didn't expect to win at this game, my first time playing. But there's a lot of people that I know, their first game, you score negative points. And it's easy to do. I can see why. But boy, I love this game. For a heavier game, I appreciate the fact they went with this sort of cute theme of, you know, building a zoo. I guess cutesy, I guess. But here's the thing. As much as people complain about the art of Terraforming Mars, honestly, Ark Nova's art, like, they use stock photos. They look like stock photos to me. It didn't impress me as much as I thought it would. But here's the thing. I really enjoyed the graphic design of this. I think it's easy to read the cards and what they mean. You can see Rahdo there just explaining the different icons. I think it's just a smart way to do it. The board is set up really neatly so you know where everything goes. And then you have your very own player board where you're going to be building your zoo. And everything makes sense, right? You have your zoo. You have to create enclosures. You have to put the right types of animals there. And oh boy, I cannot recommend this one enough. Again, if it wasn't for Ark Nova, founders of Teotihuacan would have been my number one. But Ark Nova, it's got it all. Tile lane, a little worker placement, engine building, a huge stack of cards. And, you know, from what I saw, Jeff, and I think, yeah, Rahdo's got it too, just the standard insert, really smartly designed. It was perfect for the game. And I think Rahdo, he might be doing the solo version, so I'm not really sure. I don't know. Is that part of the solo? I forget. But I want to mention one thing. The main thing about this game that really sets it apart is the action selection system. So as you can see there, he's got 5 cards in front of him. You choose one of those cards, and based on where it is on your little action board there, you're going to get that strength. So, like, you know, if you play the number 3 card, you're going to get, oh, that's funny. He just picked it. You get a 3 strength for that. And then you put that over, you're going to place it to the left and shift everything to the right. So that one gets weaker, the other ones get stronger. And boy, oh boy, there's so many times like, ooh, I want to do this action because it's a lot of, I want to do this action, but it's not enough strength right now. So I have to do another action that's stronger, but I don't really want to do in order to shift that other card. And oh, I love that. I need to get a copy of this game at ASAP because I don't want to always have to bother my friend Jeff to play his copy. But I know he's been playing a lot lately, so shout out to Jeff. Highly recommend this game. So it's my number 1 game of this last month, Ark Nova. Wow. Okay, friends, that's going to be it for the list. But I'm gonna let's hang out and chat. Let me know what you're playing and what your favorite games were last month. I'm going to catch up on chat. In fact, right now, let's see, what do we got here? I want to say, oh, hi, Time Roller. Whoops, Time Roller's in the house. Hello. Dutch Yoda needs to watch it. Yeah, please watch the VOD. It's, oh my gosh, such a good game. Oh wait, VOD of, I think you were talking about, was it Founders of Teotihuacan? Or maybe Hallertau. I'm not sure. Note to self, be careful when Ruel reveals his favorite movie spoilers. Yeah, if I'm doing it on stream, you might want to be careful because obviously I can't keep a secret of what games I'm ranking. Oh, I got a pug on my lap here. He's snoozing away. Other comments. Let's see. Yep, Ark Nova is amazing. We love it. Agreed. Sagrada says, just wish the cards weren't quite so random. Yeah, I mean, that was the problem with Terraforming Mars, right? But I feel like there's, at least for me, it was easier to, like, you know, change strategies or just, you know, get through the deck of cards easier. Ark Nova, which is something I really love about that. Elle wants to try Ark Nova. Highly recommend that. Let's see. It's a theme. Really great action. Yep. Really great action selection mechanism. The artwork for Ark Nova is more consistent. Yeah, and that's, you know, you're right, Dutch. it is definitely more consistent. Whereas Terraform Mars, they had stock photos, they had like some drawings or whatever. That was just all over the place. I honestly, I would have loved to have seen Ark Nova go the full on like root style, where it's like super cute. Like, why not make it like super cute, cuddly animals? I mean, you're in a zoo, right? Why not do that and even broaden the appeal? Maybe, I don't know. I think that's what I would have done, right? I mean, it's not bad. It's just not my favorite. I would love the cute art. Give me like root or something that style. Playing Star Wars games in 3D. Americana, yes. So, words on Wednesday this week. I was going to do word-based games, and you're telling me, I just realized that I was thinking about that last night. May 4th is Wednesday, right? Today is May 2nd, 3rd, yeah, 4th. So May the 4th. Got to throw some kind of Star Wars game on there on Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, I'll be playing some kind of Star Wars game. I don't know which one yet, but come back and since it's words on Wednesday, we'll stick to the theme. I'll read like an excerpt of one of the latest Star Wars books that I received. Let's see. My favorites of the month, James. Let's see what James' favorites of the month are. Black Sonata, Project L, and Overboss. Cribbage is always yes. And James, I know James also in Book of Nerds' Discord. He's really big on doing cribbage stuff there, so check that out as well. Black Sonata I have not played yet, but yeah, Project L and Overboss absolutely love. Overboss, I haven't finished my campaign yet. Now I think about it, I think I got to game 5 of is it 6 games in the campaign, solo campaign? I think I got to game 5 is 6 there. Timer was waiting for the pre-order shipment of Ark Nova. Very nice. Oh, Jenna, mine was a game called Seize the Bean. Absolutely, oh, nice. I remember seeing Seize the Bean. So is that fulfilled already? I remember that when it was on Kickstarter a couple of years ago, right? Wow. Cypher says, I think if they made an expansion for Ark Nova where you could replace a snap with searching through the deck for a particular icon, it would help. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That might help as well. Again, I've only played it once, so maybe it's more common of a problem than I think it is. I'd have to check it out. Hey Bear, thanks for joining us. It says, I suggest Star Wars Outer Rim. I really enjoyed that one. I actually bought Outer Rim last year when it was on sale on Amazon, like pretty cheap from what I understand. I opened it. It's sitting on the, is it here? Yeah, sitting on the shelf for opportunity right here. How easy is it to solo Bear? I may play this on Wednesday, folks. It says 1 to 4 players, 2 to 3 hours. What? I don't know if I can stream for 2 or 3 hours of this. We'll see. Maybe I'll try if I can get some time Tuesday night. You see, today, maybe tonight I can find some time, but we'll see. Let's see. Stacy. Oh, hi, Stacy Everdell. I thought I saw you. Art is such a big deciding factor for me. Stock photos and games don't appeal to me as much as illustrations. Agreed, Stacy. I totally agree. And again, I don't want Ark Nova is not bad. But I felt like it'd be such a cooler thing to like, hey, have this super heavy game and have cute art. Just like, Root. It's like super cute art. It's like, oh, it's a war game, basically. I dig that. And I'd love to see, I wish they would have taken that chance on that. But it's all good. Hey, Phantom Maples announced. Joe says, Smartphone Inc., Scout, Scoville, Machikoro 2, and Planet Unknown were amongst my favorites this last month. I need to play Planet Unknown and Machikoro 2. I've not played those yet. Heard nothing but good things. I actually have Smartphone Inc. here. I'm trying to find the time. I would like to stream the solo game sooner rather than later. Dutch Yoda says, my first game of Ark Nova, I plan to do a lot of reptiles, but because of card drawing, it became a primate-based zoo, and you won. Yeah, I feel like it's easier to pivot in that game rather than versus Terraforming Mars, right? What was I doing? Was it reptiles? I don't remember, but yeah, I was doing the same sort of thing where I was focused on one. And then you get to that point where you can decide, it's literally a point in the game where you decide which way you're going to go. And I went another way. And then I started trying to, get cards for that. Okay. Who else we got here? Jen says, yes, I think it Seize the Bean. Recent think it filled. Oh, you got on Board Game Blitz. Wanted since I got back in the board. Oh, welcome back to the hobby. Wow, nice. Back in 2019. Very nice. I got into the hobby 2015 or 2016? I don't know. What year is this? 2022? Oh, yeah. You know, I'm gonna look right now. I'm gonna look. What was the when did I get into the hobby? I can go to my BGG page. I remember one of the first games I played was a game called Swashbuckler. Uh, OG game. I played that on September 2nd, 2015. So once I got the BG Stats app, I tried to go back as far as possible and log games. And I remember September, so 2015, almost 7 years now, been the hobby. Wow. So yeah, I got back because of pandemic and Ticket to Ride. Let's see. What else we got here? James says, "Hello, friend." Phantom Meeple is in the house. My last one, Stacy's last one, Teotihuacan with expansion period expansion. Merch of the Dark Road solo campaign. Ooh, lots of Three Sisters. Yeah, Three Sisters, so good. We had a solo challenge. We were talking about that earlier. Again, this is me going to sales mode. Come on over to our Discord channel. We've got solo challenges all the time. And we did Three Sisters I think like a month ago or so. That was a great one. I learned the game through our solo challenge. You know, everyone in chat or in Discord was talking about the different strategies. And it's so cool to see all the different strategies people were using to score points. So we had some really high scores. Mine wasn't one of them, but I love that game. So good. Book of Nerds in the house. Hi, Book of Nerds. Welcome. Good to see everyone. I just wrapped up my 22 games that I played last month. My number one was Ark Nova, and number two was Founders of Teotihuacan. But Book of Nerds says Three Sisters is so good. Agreed. I'm going to get out of here, though. It's 9:30. That means I'm going to see if the pugs want to go out and take care of business. This pug here is sleeping, but I need to go check on Meeple. Mookie is crashed out. And Ty Brawler says, Project L is a new solo challenge. Yes. Project L, folks, if you have it, come on over to our Discord. Join us there and play some Project L solo challenge. I would like to raid someone. Who shall we raid now? Who shall we raid now? Who is... Bye! Oh, Paula just went live. Okay, yeah, we're going to raid Paula. Did she... it says she's live. Yeah. Okay. Tell you what. Before you say bye, real quick, any other games that y'all are excited about? I would like to hear it. And then once Paula, I think she's live. I don't know. Let me refresh this. But Ellie, thank you for joining us. Good to see you here. Games. Any other games we need to talk about before we get going? I'm going to be talking about continue our top 100 list with Rahdo tomorrow, the R&R show. That's live at noon. And then next week, Monday, I've got a really, really hyped for this one. Daryl B. Gaming and myself are going to play Monday night. We're playing Trailblazer, the John Muir. Let me get the name right. John Muir was a Trailblazer. It's a sponsored stream, but this one, wow! If you haven't seen it, Trailblazer, the John Muir Trail. We're playing that on Monday, and this one, it looks like Parks. If you play Parks, you know what I'm talking about, that beautiful outdoor thing. This one is like a more complex version, like a gamer version. Well, I mean, Parks was great, especially with the expansion. I think this is a heavier version of that. I'm relearning the rules right now, and then it's got art by Andrew Bosley, and it's by designer Dan Rice. We just signed a sponsor stream for that, so that's next Monday. So this rest of this week, I've got Star Wars Day on Wednesday. I'll be back here in the morning, hopefully playing Outer Rim, or if not, playing some other Star Wars stuff. And Jenna says, bye, Roll. It was nice to finally join. Thank you for joining us, Jenna. Good to see you here. Legend says, Wonderbook has been really good. That's the one I'm so curious about, Wonderbook. That's the 3D one, right? Oh, that looks so good. Stacey Everdell says, by the way, I'm looking at your schedule here. Monday is not listed. Yeah, Stacey, I'm trying to... I had said I want to do Mondays, and I guess I didn't update the Twitch thing. Last week I took the week off because I was feeling a little under the weather. I basically just did Rahdo's stream, the R&R show on Tuesday, and that was it. And then I came back on Saturday for Tabletop Live Network. But I'm going to update the Twitch stream schedule here. Thank you for pointing that out. Everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day. I think Paula's live, right? Yeah, okay, people are in the chat now. So we're going to raid Paula. Let me get this thing started here. And see if I can. Do I wake up Mookie? I feel bad if I try to wake him up. Mookie? I mean, I'm gonna have to wake him up anyways. We're gonna have to sit up here. Come on, baby dog. We're gonna go see you and your sister. He's like half asleep. You want to say hi to everyone? He doesn't want to get up. Okay, we're gonna raid Paula. I'm gonna take this little boy, give him a little snack, and then yeah, let sleeping dogs lie. That is our. Oh, now he's like leaning his head against my chest. Oh, baby dog. We're gonna raid Paula. Thank you again, friends, for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful week. I want to thank everyone who subbed, who spent bits and followed. Thank you for your support. I always appreciate it. We're gonna raid Paula. Let's show some love to Paula. She is wonderful, and y'all knew that. So thanks again. Have a wonderful week, and actually, I'll see you sometime here during Tabletop tonight. All right, bye, friends.